example 8, L, M and N, 3 parallel lines are given, 3 parallel lines intersected by a transversal. This L is parallel to M is parallel to N. All the 3 lines are mutually parallel. It is given. This is intersected by a transversal P and Q such that it will cut equal intercepts. Okay, cut of equal intercept means these two are equal already given. Okay, L is parallel to M is parallel to N. These 3 lines, when we will take 2 transversal, this will intersect these 2 transversal in such a way such that these 2 sides, okay, equal intercepts means distance from A to B and B to C is same given. But we have to prove, show that this L, M and N, these 3 lines cut off equal intercepts D, E and E, F on this Q also. Okay, these 2 distance AB is equal to BC is already given equal, but we have to prove DE is equal to EF. Okay, if I want to apply midpoint theorem, one triangle is required, but here it is not a triangle. Here parallel lines are given. If it is A, D, F and C, I can write it's a trapezium. When one pair of opposite sides are parallel, then we can say it's a trapezium. Okay, it is a trapezium. If I join this A to F, it will be a triangle. And when it is a triangle, these 2 lines are parallel. One point is given as the midpoint, so easily I can apply converse of midpoint theorem. So I have to mention here construction. What is the construction? Join A to C, A to F, join AF. Now here I haven't given the name, and join this AF which intersects this M on point A, B, C, E, F, let this is G. Okay, which intersect this M on G point, Now I'll take this triangle. Okay, now in triangle A, C and F, B is given. B is the midpoint of AC. Equal intercepts are given. AB is equal to BC. It is already given. It means I can use here B is the midpoint of AC. One more thing is given. If complete line is parallel to this line, BG is a part of this line. So I can say BG is also parallel to CF. These 2 lines are parallel, so the part of the line will also be parallel, and I can write and BG is parallel to CF because M is parallel to N. Now I can apply by converse of midpoint theorem. Recall the converse of midpoint theorem. One triangle is given, midpoint of one side is given. When line is drawn through the midpoint of this side, this line is parallel to this line also given. So I can say this is the midpoint of the third side. Now I'll use the result. This G will be the midpoint of this side of AF. By converse of midpoint theorem, I can say here G is the midpoint of AF. This was a trapezium. When I joined this line, I have divided the trapezium into 2 triangles. Here I applied the converse of midpoint theorem. Here in this portion also I am going to apply the same theorem. Okay. Now I will take in triangle A, D and F. ADF, G is the midpoint midpoint of AF proved above. Now only we have proved G is the midpoint. Also this GE is parallel to AD. Reason behind here is M is parallel to L. Again, by the converse of midpoint theorem, G is the midpoint of this side. These two lines are parallel. So here I have it, here E. Therefore, E is the midpoint of DF. Okay. Therefore, E will be the midpoint of this DF by converse of midpoint theorem. And the language is, we have to mention these, we have to prove L, M and N cut off equal intercept D, E and EF on Q also. Equal intercept means these two are equal, and here we have proved this DE is equal to EF. It means we have done the proof. Actually it was a trapezium. We have divided into two triangles. One point was given which was the midpoint, one line was given which was the parallel line. Here we applied the converse of midpoint theorem, we got this point is the midpoint. Again we applied by the converse of midpoint theorem, this is already given midpoint, these two lines are parallel. So this point E will be the midpoint of this DF.
Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I?